What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. A couple months ago, and actually at this point, what was it, April, so that is May, June, July, August, September, almost 7 months ago now. God, that has gone by so quickly. I was on a short film set in the Cold War. It was about two soldiers who are tasked to press the doomsday button to launch the missiles, and usually with lots of those sorts of films, it will just end there and you kind of piece it together that there has been destruction everywhere. But with this particular script, it was, how do the soldiers feel after the facts, and what sorts of things do they experience physically and mentally? With this short film, I decided I wanted to create a whole behind-the-scenes documentary series talking to the actors and the cast and crew just to get their thoughts on the whole experience. And I really wanted to improve my interview setups, because before then they were okay, but I feel like I still had a lot to learn, and this was the perfect opportunity to kind of prove what I've learnt with setting up an interview with the lighting and the audio, and kind of put it all into practice. So this is a behind the scenes of how I set up this interview for my behind the scenes series of Turnkeys. So this is the room that I'm doing for my interview for the short film. And the first thing that I'm going to search for is where I want the people to be. So originally, this would have been a good spot, but there's not a lot happening over here. Also, I don't want to put this anywhere else because it looks quite expensive and I don't want to touch it or screw it up. So we could have gone to the bed, but don't think that's quite the right tone for this film. So in the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot it into this corner over here because, one, it gives people a comfortable spot to sit in. Also, I quite like how it's slanted. It just gives it a bit of character in the room. So that is where we're going to start. Right, so quite a few things. I'm just make sure that is focusing. It is focusing on me. So quite a few things have changed since we last spoke, which is about 2 seconds ago. So we have set up the Godox 300, the L300. We have put a newer softbox on the front with an egg crate to really scatter the light onto Henry or whoever is sitting on the couch to give a really nice soft light. And I thought it'd be handy to bring the cameras in as well. So we've got 2 angles here. We have a Blackmagic 6K here with a 35mm 1.4. I want as much depth of field behind him because I brought the couch a little bit closer because there wasn't much separation between him and the back. So that is what I've done for that. The second angle, we have a Blackmagic 4K, and this has a 17 to 70 f2.824 on the front. And what this is doing is, if you've ever seen Drive to Survive, this camera angle that is staring straight at Henry is your kind of stereotypical interview. But this one on the 17 to 70 is shot at 17 to kind of see everything. I kind of want you to see the softbox, kind of want you to see the artwork behind him. And then behind Henry, if you just tilt your head a little bit to your left, right, to your right. All I have behind him right there is a Ulanzi 40 watt. And what that is doing is, if you just go back to your normal position, Henry, it is cutting him out ever so slightly. And what that is doing is to motivate the practical, because that practical isn't hitting him if I have that off. But the one behind him is just giving him a bit of a edge light, a bit of a hair light. So you'll see the difference is if I switch it off, you can see there's not a lot happening. But as soon as I switch it on, it's just giving him a little bit of an edge light. I also forgot to say we brought in a plant over there. The wall was just looking a little bit bare. Not a lot happening, a bit flat. But that is just being propped up on a little stool. It probably would have been okay
if it was not on the stool, but just give it a bit of height. And also, I mean, Henry will probably be in this outfit if I ever talk to him again, but his kind of army camo outfit with his fresh haircut and trim, with the green cheese plant and kind of the green and brown tones going on. I think that's looking very nice. I would usually have what I've got on me right now, which is the Rode Wireless Goes. This would usually probably clip it onto Henry. I mean, I still might, but this short film, it'll be quite, there'll be quite a lot happening, and I want to eliminate as much hassle as possible. So this audio, we'll see how it goes. I should probably have it a bit closer, but actually, to be honest, as I'm thinking this through in my head, this will probably be a lot easier because I'm getting good, clean audio. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the interview. There's a few things that I forgot to say about the interview setup, because quite a few things have changed, actually. What I forgot to say about the Blackmagic 6K is it's got a Polar Pro, Peter McKinnon. The ND is just the signature, it's not the mist, because I add all that in post. So that's just so I could have the exposure correct, because if I had that off, it was a bit too bright. So having that on there just brings it down just a little bit more. This camera angle over here, we have switched from a 17mm to a 14mm. It's from Samyang. I like this angle the best, probably. This is a great angle. This angle's even better because if you've ever seen the Drive to Survive F1 thing, you tend to see the behind the scenes, and you can see a lot more of the lamp, a lot more of the desk, of the light, of the big key light. Sam, our director of photography, actually came in and thought it would be a good idea to can I frame this properly? Yeah, put that practical in. So that's just a practical lamp, and it just on this camera angle here just brightens up that area a little bit more, so it's not so bare and boring, pretty much. For the most part, a lot of this is pretty much a 2 light setup. You've got your main key light and you've got your hair light right there. And that's pretty much it. And then everything else is just practical. And really trying to hone in my interview setup skills at the moment. And it's probably the best one that I've done so far. So really happy about all of this.
So that was a little look at the behind the scenes of my interview setup for our short film Turnkeys. If there is anything that I haven't mentioned in this video, then make sure to drop it in the comments down below. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, so make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Ring that bell so you get notified every time I upload a new YouTube video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers, guys.